Hello everyone to a very special little bit of Twilight Princess. Today I am tackling the Cave of Ordeals, and by special request from the thread, I will be commentating this live. At least one guy really wanted me to try it, and I haven't actually commentated live before, so I figure it's probably a good test for me. It's about time I tried something like this. Shouldn't be too hard. Cave of Ordeals isn't too hard as long as you're well stocked, and I am pretty well stocked. I'm low on bombs, but that shouldn't be a problem. That was fun. Obviously it starts out incredibly easy and then just gets progressively ridiculous. Supposedly. If memory serves, it doesn't get too bad. Let's see, the second cave. I think it's just, yeah, a bunch of rats and bats. Honestly, these first few caves are probably the hardest, if memory serves. I don't think I've actually ever gotten to the end. I've only seen the end in other Let's Plays. It's sure to be interesting, at least. Yeah, from this point on, most of the doors are already open. It's not really a problem. I don't know what you guys in the thread are all like. Oh my god. So many bad memories of this. This is pretty easy so far. Really, I think the Forest Temple is more of a problem in this. And everything's in this nice circular pattern almost. It's always off to the right from as soon as you enter where the door is, so just... it's like a spiral staircase. A couple of these rooms I know aren't immediately open. You do have to kill everything. Usually you can just skip all this crap. Here it is. Yeah, at certain points, you'll come across these little springs. Inside will be this game's version of the Great Fairy. Like in Ocarina of Time, she's completely naked. Sorry, I'm drinking, and that sounded kind of strange. Soda, not alcohol. I'm pretty much guaranteed a non-alcoholic for the rest of my life. When you come across the Great Fairy at certain points, she will open up, or she will release fairies into the different springs you've come across. Like the ones where you would meet the... sorry, I missed that. One of the... like the springs where you would meet the light spirits. And then she just kind of disappears. You can also talk to her again, and you can warp out if you need to. I'm really not having any trouble whatsoever. Actually, yeah, in this room you could... from this point on, you kind of need the... what would you call it? The post... Cursed Shadows items, I think. That's what they're called. Like, we're gonna need everything up to... holy shit. Everything up to the, double claw shots. So you kind of need to do all of the temples before you come up to this one. Like, this is one of those levels that the door isn't immediately open, you kind of have to kill everything. But it's okay, they're easy monsters. Okay, enough bullshit. Confession time. What you're looking at here is what's called in the speedrun community as the Cave of No Ordeals. This is it's like a kind of debug, I guess, it's just something they put in for the testers to get through the caves really quickly. But in the early US versions of just the Wii game, they forgot to take it out. It's where you just blow out the torches using the boomerang. And what it would do, it would open the door immediately below the room that the torches are in. So that's why a couple of them you have to kill everything to progress. But Suspicious Dish pointed this one out to me, and I wasn't sure if my game had it. I didn't check to see what version of the game it was. But luckily, after a bit of testing, it turns out this is a very early US release. So the glitch is intact, and I am going to do this through the entire level, just because, like, when I tested it, I didn't have the double claw shots, and come on, gotta go the whole way. Don't worry, the post-commentary version will have this done correctly. I just wanted to do this one for a laugh. Sorry to bullshit you guys like that, and I know you guys wanted me to, like, commentate it live and show my frustration as it was happening. But, come on, I like a few humorous practical jokes. The Great Fairy just says the same things over and over again, just the spring she releases the fairies is different each time. While we're on the subject, hopefully the next Let's Do Something We're Not Supposed To Twilight Princess will be up before this one. Suspicious Dish is having trouble. Like, as of recording this, Suspicious Dish is still having trouble with the, was it Morpheal fight? Because he has to do that one without the Zora tunic. We have to kill her. And there's this weird trick, he was streaming it and showing how to do it, where by using a bomb or something, you immediately jump to the top of the level so you can get some air, and you have to keep doing that while you're fighting Morpheal. I wouldn't be able to pull it off, and so far neither is he. But hopefully that'll be up soon. As of putting this up, he still hasn't put up a special one. If it isn't up by the time here, this bit will be bleeped out here. It's the Skyward Sword one. Man, imagine if this little glitch was... Imagine if this little trick wasn't in here. I'd be having trouble. Not really. Well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't done a proper go-through of this one yet. I do like how occasionally the enemies will chase you into the other rooms. They don't actually jump down the gaps, though. It'd be funny if enemies took fall damage. We're kind of getting a rogues gallery of the enemies so far. Is that a red bokoblin? I think it was. And then same shit. According to Audacity, I've only been doing this for about 8 minutes. A normal run-through of this cave would be like an hour. At least around there, give or take 10 minutes. Let's see, yeah, in my go-through of this was the point where I had to stop, because I didn't have the Dominion Rod. Yeah. Not sure where the actual... Oh yeah, there he is. If anything I can show, I can actually shoot a bow and arrow. That was a lucky shot. This is one thing I hate about the bats. They're not difficult enemies, but when you want to get them from a distance, it's kind of tricky because they're constantly moving. Their movement pattern is randomized, seems like. Luckily, I got the big quiver, so I got plenty of arrows. I'm happily willing to waste a good chunk of them on this. At least for this run-through, I'll probably like switch to the slingshot for the actual go-through. Not sure when I'll be putting that up, by the way. I might put it up alongside this one as like a joke. Time, alright. I realize I could be using a claw shot, but fuck it. I hate how precise you have to be with these. Oh, I think I see what I do now. Okay, isn't it good? Isn't it a good thing I'm using this as a practice run? Of sorts. I mean, for the rest of these, it's just fighting enemies. But here, I have to actually figure out the, quest, as it were. The puzzles. This is why I don't commentate live, because my brain doesn't function. Oh shit. Oh, thanks for that, Ghost. Get you on the actual run-through. Speaking of which, you don't have to be up on these cliffs to take out the lanterns. I'm pretty sure you can get them from a distance. We're not too high up. There's a big Freezard, which is a hilarious name. Oh shit. I can't remember what those guys are. I think they're just Ice Knights. Hoping this recording comes out good. Can I get around that guy? Yeah, I can. Is that a Dark Nut? Another great fairy. Only 12 minutes? Must suck for being a speedrunner and you're trying to do this on a later version. Because I'm finding a lot of the big glitches you come across in games are only in there in the very early releases. And then they figure out what went wrong, patch it, and re-release it. A lot of funny things happen early on. At least Nintendo isn't Bethesda and uses their gamers as the testers. That's way too bullshit. Frankly, they ought to be ashamed of that. What should I do for this one? Oh, I know. I said I know, and I still didn't do it. Was using this. Oh. There we go. Shit. I really do like how trying to attack these normally always gets me hit. Okay, how did the other guy activate? I'm gonna need to remember this for the actual run-through. Seems like a relatively easy tactic. I realize I'm not talking a lot about the cave itself. It's because this is just a joke run-through. And I apologize to anyone who really wanted to see me commentate this live, but you're nuts. There's a reason I post-commentate. Even when I'm post-commentating, I can barely get my thoughts out. You guys might have noticed that. But when I'm commentating live, the words just kind of spill out, and they're usually not the right ones. You guys will actually learn what to do when the proper version is made. Are those are bookout ones, okay. It's a good thing the Bulblin archers don't chase after you. Makes this a lot easier. I know while I'm playing this, I can feel my controller vibrate when the door below opens. I don't know if you guys are able to hear it. I can certainly feel it early. There's one clue that you have to do at least one of these normally. Oh, great. Remember these guys? I know Yoshi does. The recording doesn't fuck up. Just gonna say that right now. Audacity works weird with my computer. The test recording sounded fine, which is good. But occasionally I'll find, like, it'll have skipped. It's one of the problems I had with the Sergeant Frog Abridged solo commentaries. And also, when I'm recording or have audio running at the same time, my computer will slow down when it comes to audio, and it'll be noticeably deeper. I know that's happened sometimes during Midnight Frog's podcasts. Oh dear. It's a good thing they're not directly showing Link's face. Not for any dirty reason, but because Link is the most expressionless Link in the entire franchise. So do I get anything for that? I think, just for doing that, I get a refill of Fairy's Tears whenever I want. Let me test that hypothesis right now. Holy hell. Yeah, I know at the end of this you get Great Fairy's Tears, but I guess since I already had some, it just refills it. Cool. Great Fairy's Tears, okay. That was even more direct than the Great Fairy from the original game. Oh, and there are fairies. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the Cave of No Ordeals, as it is colloquially known. The proper version will be post-commentated, and will actually be me going through it. I won't exploit that again. Hope you enjoyed that. See ya.